Well, welcome. Yeah, let's just jump right into it and skip the 10-minute countdown. What do you think? Welcome to the stream. Welcome Sapphire Soul. Welcome Citron. How's it going, everyone? So today could be a bumpy ride because I have just enabled Restream, and we're actually streaming to Twitch, Mixer and YouTube at the same time. Yeah, well, let's see how this goes, right? And yeah, I just kind of need to get used to having all the chat activity somewhere, but hopefully I will manage. So let's just say this is one kind of experiment today, and also I'm trying to get some work done today, but just to get more people on stream, I think I should probably tweet about that we just went live. So give me a second here while I find the right browser tab where the right account is logged into Twitter, and maybe it's here somewhere, and you can just tweet that. And by the way, tell me as always if the music is too loud or if it's just right. That would be fine to know, because I honestly don't know. So tweet. There is one tweet out there, and all right. Fine, which means the audio is fine, which is nice. All right, okay. All right, back to the game, back to Seeds of Soul. And there is a couple things I want to do tonight. As you probably know, there is our utility AI that accompanies our player, and that has multiple personalities and has different kind of modules, and those modules have different abilities that the AI can perform. And today we're gonna work on some more abilities or actions, as we call them, and also some scoring action or scoring options. That means all those actions are they contain scores that evaluate the surroundings of the AI in the game, and then would score higher or lower depending on what's going on, and then the right action will be selected. Alright. So, okay, just need to manage a little bit with all those different chat windows open here. Anyways, we should be fine in a second. Well, okay. So let's get to it. Let's see what we have here. I discussed a lot with our game designer today, and he's working on some new modules, and I need to like keep up the speed with implementing all the technical stuff there. So maybe for starting, let's just check the list. So today we are going to implement a spawn object action, That means that we have an action that just can spawn any prefab somewhere in the game, and somewhere is defined by an operation area. That's one thing. That's a thing that we implemented, I think, last week or so. And this is gonna be a flexible action because we could do basically all those strange things with that. We could just use it for, I don't know, the AI has the ability to shield you for a couple seconds. So we could just use this action, instantiate a prefab that builds up a shield around the player or wherever the operation area is for a couple seconds. And we could use this to spawn like anything. Probably it could be, I don't know, spawning a mine somewhere, for example. So this is one thing, and the next thing would be we're gonna implement a cooldown precondition, because just think about the example that I just mentioned. If you have a shield that's around the player, this shield should last for, let's say, a couple seconds, and then there should probably be a cooldown until the AI is able to perform that specific action again. And we're gonna implement this on a abstract action level, so all actions could basically use that feature, but just by clicking a flag in your inspector or setting something there. This should be very flexible. And then there's some more with scoring that we need to do. So we need an option for ignoring scores that is scored to 0, and also implement something with target scoring, which is if you have an action that takes a look at different things in the game, like looking at all those enemies in a certain range, and then evaluating all those different enemies, we need to separate the score for the overall action, which means the score that the action will be selected from the score of the actual best target or current best target within that action. Well, and then there's two more things. One thing is make fire while moving optional for ranged attack action. This is an action we have already implemented. This is used for all the different weapons that the AI can use. So there's a ranged attack action, and at the moment the AI is capable of like moving and shooting at the same time, and we want some actions that use that feature, or some modules that use that feature, where just moving and firing at the same time should be disabled. And then there are some bug fixes with something I don't know about yet, but we'll find out. So yeah, that was the basic overview what we're going to do today. If it's already boring you, just say so. I'm gonna make some bad jokes then. Yeah, well, by the way, how is the stream quality? I haven't used Restream before, so I have no idea. Alright. Okay. Well, I think we should probably start with the spawn object action, which is probably the easiest one to start with. So what do we have here? New action that allows the AI to spawn objects. Yes. Implementation operation area as discussed before. Parameters the prefab, the operation area, and the spawn offset calculated from the current AI position, and the cooldown that's actually a part of this other ticket. Alright. Let's take a look at... Probably I should start with starting the game, just to see if anything just breaks apart from this afternoon. I hope not. We'll see. So how's everyone doing in the chat? Everyone like up late and still working on new stuff? Wow, this takes ages to load the game. Let me put on some other music. Needs hot reloading. Yeah, really? You know, I've been working on so many Unity projects, like for the last 10 years or so, and I haven't worked on one where hot reloading was possible. It does not work. If you have just a single script and no dependencies, then yes. But just show me a project where this is the case. Alright, let's see. Hey yo, Shock the Man is here. Welcome back. How's it going? Ooh, we got a support module here. That's just fine. I'll quickly play through the lab to see if things are working. Alright. Okay, there's another terminal. Terminals are this nice programmer art thingy here, where you can actually change modules of the AI. And if you encounter one for the first time, you get a new module. But every time you can go back to these, and you can enable and disable all the modules that are there. So at the moment we have these two, support, and now we got bodyguard. The bodyguard module is something where the AI will keep an eye on your health and then be very close to you if you're low on health and just protect you from enemies. Like that. I mean, I wasn't very low on health, but this was still the best action for the AI to perform. Okay, now it picks up ammo, drops me ammo here. Also very nice. Thank you very much, AI. Whoa, what's going on here? Let's see if I can make it through. Oh, come on. Whoa, no, I cannot. Let's see, the AI is still somewhere. Okay. Now he has followed me here. Yo, what up, Shock? How is it going? How is the work on your game concept coming along? Is there any news? Anything? Work, some more work. This sounds like a lot of work. Is there something in there? Oh, there's another yeah, unlock, and we got the grunt module now, as it seems. And there's already a lot of oh, this was just from loading, right? No more things here. Okay, fine. Shock the Man. Recently I was able to continue developing my game. That's awesome, man. Want to do more this week. Oh, that's great. Looking forward to seeing more of your stuff. And there is another one here, okay. And we got the slow beam this time. But as you can see, I can only activate 3 modules, so it's not activated. And I probably disable grunt and enable slow beam now. Sapphire Soul is also reaching the point to do personal stuff again. That's nice. You have some kind of personal research projects or just stuff you can work on. Shock polishing is the next phase, which will be something completely new from me on this level. Okay, how is this? Because this, all your games are this is based on D&D, right? So how does polish work? Do you just test and adapt and tweak, or how does this work? Alright, so I made it through the demo lab. Let's get back to it, back to the code. And let's add AI action spawn object. Playtesting for mechanics, proofreading of text, yeah. Proofreading of text. And there's tons of new text in your game, I guess. Which is, I think you told me that you were writing so many pages for this game. Sapphire Soul, lots of work currently. Might do some artworks and put tech demos. That is awesome. Okay, so Shock the Man is you're like basing the or like using D&D 4th edition as a basis for that, and then like iterate from there to have something proven as basis. Sounds great. By the way, I'm also using something as a basis here. The only problem is that I wrote it myself, and it's not been thoroughly tested. Oh damn it! It's so late, and I'm still not able to talk proper English anymore. Bear with me today. So this is our D&D 4th edition best grid-based combat RPG. Don't fix what isn't broken, that's right. No, I'm gonna fix it worse. So, okay, there is... So we need a game object prefab. Then we need... I think this is called operation area somehow. I still have to take a look at it because I wrote this last week and I can remember nothing that happened last week. And while this sounds dangerous, it's actually just because I've been working on so many things, I just can't remember. Operation area, okay, there's settings there. We have to check is in area. Get a random spot there. The sweet spot. Let's see. Rare-byte board game evening when? Well, actually, we talked about this today in the office, and someone said Saturday. Actually, by the way, I think I already asked Sub because we were thinking we could play Doom, the board game. Yeah, but this was Sapphire, so this is correct. We did play Doom the board game, but we only played the tutorial, and it took us 4 hours, where 3 hours was spent on just figuring out how the thing works, and then 1 hour we actually made it through the tutorial. Or let's say I made it through because I was playing the Invader, so the evil, and the others were playing the Doom Marines. And it was a close call, but I won. So for the next board game event, we're moving into playing a real map, not just a tutorial. Yeah, board games take time, they do. A session should be around 6 hours. Yeah, it's actually a good number because I said we had 4 hours, and it took us 3 hours to get into it, and the 1 hour it was like really playing it. And then of course, I mean, because it's a tutorial, it was very short, but we got into playing the game within that hour, and then yeah, they would need like those 2 more hours to really like nail it. So next time we should probably start a bit earlier, but let's see. Okay, so this is the preview, this is the operation area. We also need a spawn offset, and the spawn offset could be just a vector 3. Spawn offset. Okay. So let me think about that. This should be, because we have an operation area, and the operation area is probably an area around the player. Let me think about that. Because we actually defined this operation area on start, and so we have, I mean, we defined parameters here, but on start, we should either get a random spot within that area or a sweet spot. And then we should move to that direction, or into that direction, or actually to... we should get one of either a random spot or a sweet spot. We should move there, and then we should call the spawn action there. And we should add spawn on random spot. We add a tooltip here, and we just say if set uses a random spawn point inside the operation area instead of the sweet spot. And then we need target position. I wonder if this should be updated all the time. I mean, we could do that, but Shock the Man is off. Gotta get up early tomorrow. Well, thanks for dropping by. Have a great night and good luck for your work tomorrow. See you soon, hopefully. So target position here is actually, if spawn on random spot is true, then we just use the target position operation area, get random spot, and we need to play position and we need to play direction. And in order to do that, we need our player manager here. Player manager, and we need the player. I think this should be the character. And then have player position and player steer a, let's see, player direction here is, whoa, okay, this is sophisticated. I mean sophisticated, but it just takes a look at either the player direction I wonder if we should encapsulate this into a utility class or directly into the player. Or if this is the this is the character player. I think I'm probably gonna move this here. Look, okay, no, we can't do this. There's look direction update here. Okay. That's not very good. Should we move this to a utility class? But still, we need those. Never sure if it's worth like doing or putting in more effort to wrap this in some kind of utility class and then maybe figure out that it's gonna be like abused all the time, or just makes everything more complex and difficult to achieve, or we just copy the code and then adapt. Because I'm really not sure how this should be in this case, because maybe it's just okay to like do it in the player forward direction like this. Direction. Sapphire Soul is rebooting. Well, well, thanks for following. Blow 684 OD, or is this blow whatever? I cannot pronounce that, but help me out here. Thanks for following. Okay. So it's either this or our target position is the operation area gets sweet spot. And again, we need player position and the direction. So we now have our target position when we start the action. In update we need to seek there. This is something like this. Hey Feeding Art, good evening, how are you doing today? Just call these spawn options. Alright, had art block. Oh damn. I had code block. Actually, it was just this block of code. No, I'm just kidding. Well, already a bit late here, but Monday night stream, so it's alright. And I think we're making progress here. We're actually, I'm implementing an AI action that is able to spawn an object in a certain operation area. Something we need to add to have I don't know, an AI action that spawns a shield for the player that will last for a couple seconds and just protect the player, something like that. Okay. If is seeking. Well, we keep seeking. If we're not seeking anymore, we should spawn our object here, and we should end the action, and that's it. Like a pickup or a buff from your drone body. It could be something like that. It could be anything, actually. So this is the basic code that is just able to spawn a prefab in a certain area around the player. And the prefab could be a thing like this shield, it could be something like a buff, it could be something like, I don't know, a trap for an enemy, a mine, it could be, I don't know, anything basically. To spawn the object, we would also need our object spawner, because the spawner is actually able to pool objects and spawn our prefab. Oh yes. Oh, hang on. We need a position, the spawn position, and rotation. So the position is the current companion position, and added to that, where is it? The spawn offset. So this is the prefab position. Orientation, not sure about that, by the way. Is there something in the operation area, or should it spawn in the direction for the operation area? Let's just keep it with identity for now. And this is just gonna spawn this thing. So the object this is spawned here is responsible for destroying itself. So it could be, because everything that we use in our framework is set up in a way like that. That you spawn something, and if this is some kind of a weapon effect or anything related to the dynamic objects, it's just gonna take care of itself and destroy itself. So we do not need to manage those things after spawning. That's just it. Okay. And basically I think this should be it. I'm gonna do one more thing. I'm gonna just take a look at the stay around player action here, because we have gizmo stuff here that we could use here as well. Oh yeah, I'm gonna add this. Miscellaneous. We're drawing debug gizmos, and only if it's running play direction in our case, it's just this one here. Ah, that's interesting, by the way. I'm using play direction here. Oh, I know. Yeah, this is right in this case. We do not really need that here. We just need to draw gizmos for operation area. Which is fine. Hey, Squad 1, welcome back. How's it going? Awesome. Having all those people join my late night stream today. Well, cheers to that. Well, that makes strange noises, doesn't it? Squad 1 had a day of 5 hours of hardcore programming stuff. Well, that's a typical morning, I would say. That's also the case why I don't get up early. So what have you been working on in those 5 hours? 5 hours of trying 3 different solutions for seemingly a simple problem. Those are the days. You deleted everything and then you went home with... Yeah, but there is a good thing. Actually, there's... Think of just the following. If you don't delete it, then come in the next morning, you have to look at it again. But so in this case, you can just, you have a fresh start, which is great, right? So next morning, fresh mind, fresh start, and you're gonna solve the problem. Oh, so you already came up with another solution while going back home. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, knowing what to do isn't zero though. That's right, Feeding Nord. Exactly. It's often the case that the solution that's actually the most simple one, the simple solution is actually the thing you want to go for. But it takes, sometimes it just takes a long time to get there. Yeah, it's extremely frustrating to come like this. I can relate to that totally. Oh, you're already tight on schedule. When is the deadline? Yesterday? Is this contract work? Because this is like the typical contract work setup where the customer just says, ah, we need this done ASAP. So when is the deadline? Well, last week. Cylon, hey there, how's it going? Welcome back. Your Twitch just crashed. Okay. You know why this is, Squad 1? Because they did not go home before writing that code. Alright, let's take a look at our modules here. So we only need... where is it? basic is okay. And then we need our new just add a module here. Display name is the crazy spawner, just a test case. And there's one more thing I'm gonna add, and this is gonna look really shitty. So AI module, and there should be, isn't there an AI module type here? Yes. I'm just gonna add a debug thingy here. It's good one, but yeah, I really wanted to go home. Yeah, but you already got that idea on the way back, so just yeah, it pays off. Well, it will pay off. So I'm just adding this debug module type here. This is something I'm gonna use for all the debug modules that we're just throwing in stuff to try it out. Okay, and the crazy spawner needs our spawn object thingy here. Spawn something. Show action marker. Okay. I'm just gonna leave it like that. Spawn offset. I don't know. Spawn it somewhere a bit higher. Slowing distance. I'll just add slowing distance 2. Stopping distance. Oh wait. 1. Any PHP MySQL genie in here that can confirm a theory. Yeah, what's your theory? Well, PHP is just... there is no theories about that, it's just practical abuse. I've seen things in PHP that... seen things years ago and still can't sleep. Yeah, just tell us your theory. And we all going to cry. So, okay, you got a form with data that gets sent to database. Okay, yeah. And after submitting, I want the new data from the database to be in the form again. Okay? New data, you mean the generated ID and stuff? Okay, yeah. How's my slowing curve here gonna look like? Probably like this. And there's one more thing that we need. Because I think the spawning here It should not only be just current companion position offset, but it should be companion forward. Is there a... So I'm just trying to keep up with the chat. So, okay, well, if it is successful commit, well, if the header forwards to attempt side, then the header back to my side passing only success message will result. I don't have new data, so I can skip taking data from cookie or session. Forward to attempt side, if you have the ID, you can use. Yeah, as Salon said, you just, if you have the ID, you can just use it and redirect it from the database again. Depending on your I mean, if you like send or post data to the server, then you have a response, and in that response there could be anything you need. And then, yeah, just as Silence says, this just use this to fill in the inputs of your forms. Okay, forward, transform forward. It should be like that. Hopefully this should work. So let me just take a quick look. At this, because I got 3 screens here because we're actually streaming to not only Twitch but also to YouTube and Mixer today, and I have one screen where I have all those live screens just to see if they work in. We did not announce that yet anywhere, but this is just, today is like the test case for that. It's a big form. $300 form fields. That sounds crazy. What do you do with that form? It's like online Excel. What? Is this something for like doing your taxes online or something? 300 form value or form fields. Yeah, Silent, that's... I think what Silent says is probably good advice. Just to have, like, returning the ID and then reading this and filling those form fields. You don't need... It's just a matter of how you manage your data. It's nothing yet where you need just manually do this for 300 fields, because they would have... you would just have key value pairs or something and then fill in automatically. Okay, spawn something. I need a scorer here. Let's use a fixed scorer for now. We can just play around with this. And for the prefab, good idea, I don't know, if some effect for now. Area effect, enemies with their acid plop, whatever. I take it. that's the number one question. Have we tried Stack Overflow yet? Are there any problems? No. Gizmos. Okay, what kind of... Okay, let's turn on gizmos, but turn it off for this one, and also for stay with the player. Yeah, you should just fetch it again from the database. Okay, now we need to take a look at basic. Oh, I forgot something. I need to add this module to the list of default modules. Yeah, Squad 1, you need to figure out if in your PHP you need to figure out if this is a post or a GET request, and then have different code paths that do different things. If it's a post request, you use post data and write that to the database, and if it's a GET request, you get the ID from the list of parameters and you fetch that thing from the database and give it back as a response. Type debug is just fine. Yeah, Salem, that's true. That's true. It can also have a get parameter. That's true. But if you post data and then just return the ID, terribly injection friendly. Nope. Okay, why is this not showing up here? Basic. Yeah, I should enable debug modules as well. Yes, now it's there. It's idling around. And let's just see what happens if I spawn something. But it's not spawning something. What is happening here? We haven't serialized that field. That's one thing. Yeah, Google is your friend. Stack Overflow as well. It's often just the case that you find something on Google or Stack Overflow, just a little bit of code that actually helps you figure out what's wrong. Okay, spawn something. Squirrels player movement. Oh yeah, it spawns something there. It's probably too... Whoa, okay. That was a bit crazy here. But it did spawn something there. I mean, some effects here. What the hell just happened? Okay. Okay, it did spawn something, which is fine. Which is basically what we want. And now we actually, because you just saw what happened here. It was just spawning all the time. Well, now we need to add this precondition with the cooldown. Yeah, it's a cool effect, right? green thingies here. Let's add this kind of precondition. Okay. So we're gonna add this on an abstract AI action level. I'm just gonna add a protected float cooldown. And this is gonna work in a way if cooldown is greater than 0, the action will become unavailable for cooldown seconds after usage. So, and then we need just time last use, and is cooldown ready? Old School 1 is doing research. Return last use. If this is bigger than cooldown, then cooldown is ready. So this is the only stackable for article so far. I wish I could dive into PHP right now, but I really have to finish what I'm doing here. Otherwise it would get messed up. So in the evaluation, we can actually check in. We could just check conditions. Condition check. If cooldown, we just return false here, and in cooldown. Ah, damn it. Okay. And that should be it, basically. So let's take a look at our crazy spawner, and come on, compile. My chair is actually making strange noises. I wonder if you can just hear this in the chat. It's just making wah, 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 wah. By the way, I need to look up how the stream elements command is for points or bytes in our case. Come on. This, yeah, it should be. Okay, you can only hear this song and my voice. That's fine. But it's I think I really need to get rid of this freaking chair. It's driving me nuts. Just because there is, you know, it's not like sail, but if I just move a little bit, it will just, you know, rotate a little bit and make this squeaky noise like wah, 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 wah. It's driving me crazy here. Let's see if this works. Oh no! Username. Okay, there. So it's at. Damn it. At points for Salen 50. And there you have 50 bytes for helping out Scott 1, which is awesome when people help each other out in the chat. But also, because yeah, now just gonna start gambling. But also, It's not what I wanted. But also, Squad 1 will also receive 50 bytes because of the last Photoshop action. I did not reward that yet. Yeah, I should totally reward that. And Sapphire Soul just went all in. And what, he won? Yeah, rich. Oh, come on, now it's the gambling at full force. So you can actually give bytes to other people. Yes, that's true. You can do that. Okay, now let's just say this has a... I think I'm gonna add something here. In cooldown, and I will add cooldown duration. I'll change the property for that. Come on. Oh, what's going on in the chat? Oh, so many things going on at the same time. So... some sweet love in the chat. Yay! Sublime Breeze, welcome back. Checking bytes. What? 2,000 bytes? We should add something to the store very soon. I should probably even do it before the next stream. Sublime Breeze, well, it's going good. Thanks for asking. How are you? You're taking a quick break from work. Okay. What you working on? It's like the stock market. Buy, sell, buy, sell. So what? Go rising, falling. Ah. The chat's derailed for good. Well, well. Sublime Breeze. Startups contract work. Okay. Some super secret contract work. All right. Okay. This is. I think this is wrong. We should time. It's actually cooldown minus. Yeah, the chat is gone for good. Everyone is playing roulette. By the way, I've been thinking about adding some smaller or cheaper items to the store that just for doing crazy things during the stream. Like, I don't know, spend 100 bytes for seeing Gandalf again. No, I don't know, I'm just joking around. Using them bytes may be confusing. Because Twitch uses bits already, yeah. We chose bytes because of rare byte, so yeah, I know Twitch uses bits for cheering and stuff, but so let's see if I now... Whoa. Okay. What just happened? Oh yeah, we need to, of course, because we need to set the last time of usage in start action. Is time. And 8-bit is in 1 byte. And this is not a coincidence that Rarebyte has 8 characters. It cannot be a coincidence. Because a rare byte consists of very rare bits. Okay, now let's try again. What? Why? Oh, a lot of things going on. Okay. Yes, I know. What, Citrian, what that means, none of you alone is a real rare biter, but rather a rare biter. That's actually true, Citrian. But you know, this is kind of a team effort, so rare byte actually, it does consist of those rare bits to make it work. You know, this is kind of like the team philosophy. Is this not working? Cooldown is ready. Oh, did we set the cooldown? Oh. Cooldown is 0. And that's not quite right. Let's say 5 seconds here. So, fun fact, I'm working on a game called Bits and Pieces. No way! How many bits are there? And how many bits are in a piece? And is your game peaceful? A lot! Where does this come from? Okay, oh, this is the operation area when it's running. But it seems that the cooldown is working now. In cooldown. Wait, what? Otherwise it would be bytes and pieces. You can still read bytes as bits though, yeah. Is there something wrong with... if draw debug gizmos and it's running... Why? Ow, ow, ow. I'm actually game over because I stepped onto this prefab here, and this is... No. Okay, no. This was something from the enemies. Okay. But still, oh, there's something going on here. Let's see. Wait, what? How is that possible? Update start action. What? So there is actually a case here. What is that code about? There is a case here where the best action is... No? Really? Bits and pieces. Bits of cake. Or piece of cake. Oh really? Okay. This is not good. The best action is... okay, this... Zero. Okay. Bits and pieces of cake. And then the cake is a lie. What is this game about? It's like with the demons in Doom, like the Cake-O demon. That's gotta be the easy mode, yeah. You should add a pacifistic mode, like bits and peaceful. Just gonna early out here and take care of that later. there is one already. Bits and pieces. Alright, let's get back to that. What about other things in that game or other mode? This mode is so hard. It's caking so much. You can't describe the game for me, otherwise it will spoil forever. It's a Quantic game, you know? Okay. You can send me a demo. Oh, cool. Are you on our Discord, by the way? Because that would be the easiest way to show something or send me something. Sure. You could either send me something as a direct message there, or if you want to like just get feedback from the community, we have this show your stuff channel there if you want to show something. But it's totally up to you what you want to do. Hey, good evening, Dietmar. How's it going? How's the coffee count, by the way? Okay, I mean this works, but this in cooldown does not really work. Yeah, by the way, Dietmar, I actually, this is not real-time data from the coffee machine, but I added the command that we could just say fresh pots and then the count goes up. I'm actually waiting for sub to return and like connect the coffee machine to the internet. Let's just say it bluntly like that. Cooldown duration 5. Yeah, that's what? Should not code and talk, but actually that's what I'm supposed to do here, right? Okay, now it should work. Let's try again. By the way, today is an interesting test case as I'm actually streaming via Restream.io and also on YouTube and also to Mixer. I haven't announced anything on there, so this is just like a test balloon. But it seems to be working, although no random strangers like discovered our other streams yet. Okay. Let's see what happens. Companion. Yep, cooldown is displayed here. Silent is on Discord, as the prophecy foretold. That's true. And Sichum is watching on YouTube. Well, congratulations, Sichum. You're the first one on YouTube. The thing is, I can only reward you with bytes on Twitch. So well, screw YouTube then. But thanks for trying. I'll give you 8 rare bytes in this case. Alright, just one more thing. Cooldown duration. I'll just use one. Okay, I think that should be it for this ticket. We'll just test one more time. Okay, let's get to it. Whoa. Yeah, so it just does that just in front of... Yeah. Kinda works, which is fine. Okay. So I'm gonna commit this. Add AI action to spawn objects. What is the ticket number for that? 1137. Ticket number 1137 just won the lottery. And also we added add cooldown, which was actually the other ticket. Where is that? Cooldown precondition 1138. And add AI module type for debug. Should be this here, yes. Okay. So now we have implemented this one here and this one. Next up, implement option to ignore scorer on 0. Description: when a scorer returns 0 and the bool is set to true, it won't be added to the final score of the action, neither total score nor the amount of scores that is used for calculating the average score of the action. Okay. I still wonder if we could hit the follower goal today. Can we do it? I don't know. Would be awesome. Now that I got hold of those stream commands again, I could also make it rain, by the way. Like the old, I think Scott 1 probably remembers the let it rain command. Now there was a let it rain command that would just reward all players in the chat with bytes. We had that on our old platform. We used Streamlabs before, and now we use Stream Elements. But I have now a command for Stream Elements that just, yeah, does just that. So I'm actually, next time we hit our follower goal, I'm gonna reward everyone in the chat with bytes. So I'll let it rain. Okay, evaluate. Let's see. We need this flag in the scores. Ignore score on 0. So score cancel on 0, no. Ignore on 0. there must be a way to make a stream channel an actual game. Yes, there is. Use Twitch bits as in-game currency. I think there's actually some games. I've seen some streamers using stuff like for cheering, and with Twitch bits you can actually then get something to do, something on stream, like shooting at something, or I've seen that. Would be a good idea to add that, by the way. Although, I would create a game where there's we had something to do, like there would be a goal on screen that you can reach, or something that you need to fight, and the whole stream or everyone in the chat should be like working together on getting there. The issue is how to escalate the gameplay when there's too many people in chat. True. There is actually something called Stream Break, and we've actually been talking to those people that are making this. So this is it like, yeah, it's this. So that's meant to be used during stream breaks, where people in the chat can just play something. And this is actually a startup, I think, from Vienna, and they were doing something like this, like small games that would be just used during stream breaks. But I'm more looking for something like when you have a programming session like right now, there should be something that you can do while I debug stuff. I mean, sometimes it could be interesting to just like looking at what I'm doing, but sometimes, well, you just want to do something for a change. Also, you've seen one of that kind. Okay, how was it? Yeah, I mean, with the new Twitch low latency setting, it's actually, I think it becomes useful in a way, but the problem that they had before was when you have like 20 seconds delay. Not very funny. Sapphires all Twitch plays game dev. Yeah. So ignore on 0. Cancel action on 0. Okay, evaluate. Reset scores. Preconditions on evaluate score is get score. Current target score. It was like everyone that was talking in chat get an in-screen avatar that fight against each other. For fight is just random, okay. So there is nothing like you can just, I don't know, power up your avatar with using bits or in-game, in-stream currency. Okay, we... Scores. Scores. Find all scores. Where this score. Hang on. Ignore on 0. Sapphire Soul's going to bed and Wavy watching from phone. Good night. Well, thanks for joining in today. Good night. I'll just probably lower my voice and say something very calm that Sapphire Soul can just go to bed and sleep. I'm just going to tell fairy tales. No, I'm not gonna do that. We need to finish this. Sorry. So what was I thinking here? Yeah, the background music is not helping. That's true. Should we find something very slow and like with a lot of atmospheric music? I don't know. Score is either greater than 0 or score is sorry. I actually want to wrap this into the scorer is usable and only do this with the scores here. Return either or you have this score is greater than 0 or ignorance 0 is false. And only use this if it is usable. Now let's see if there is any overrides for that. Best target score. Okay, this is something in the abstract AI target space. Scores for each scorer. I should only do this if Godlike 50 something is true or is false, is a bad smell. What? Where? did I miss something? You mean sorry. Where was I before? You went in here. Like this? Yeah, but it comes from like... There should be a flag if we want to ignore this on 0. Yeah, that's a question of code style, I think, well, because you can say not ignore on 0. Do you have an argument like why not ignore on 0 should be better? Because my kind of rule of thumb is if you write false or true, then it's actually quicker to or you're quicker like recognizing this, just because there's highlighting there and you see it's true, it's false. And if you're like, I don't know, tired or something, you just like overlook something that's not ignore. But that's basically just code style. But I would be yeah. That's true, I've learned it being a code smell. Let me check. Okay. So where the hell was I before? Here. Okay. We only do this scores for each. Only do this if the score is usable. Hey, Fei, welcome back. How are you doing tonight? So this is one thing here. And is there a current target score? Okay, this is bad. Fei is still working, but about to wrap it up and go to sleep. Ah, it's already late. God, like, people go nuts when they see something like, if something is true. I actually disagree. I will let them go nuts. If I see if something is true, this is just more explicit. But it's a matter of taste or a matter of code style, I would say. It is redundant. But I found out that it's actually a good thing to keep reminding yourself what you are trying to achieve there. And sometimes, actually, this is if something is true. I would sometimes write this like in the statement there, not in just like a property where I'm checking something, but like in a proper statement. And sometimes I would do this. But sometimes it just happens because I I talk on stream, and if this is true, and then there it is, and I will just leave it there. Silent, yeah, just with can or is prefixes. Don't get me started on JavaScript. Really don't. yeah, JavaScript is kind of different from everything because everything else makes sense. No, maybe I'm being too harsh about JavaScript. There is a lot of things that can be achieved with JavaScript, but it's not your own sanity. It's an internal team decision by the end of the day. Yeah, I agree. Scores here for average and current score. Oh wait. Oh, this is wrong. Because this is this okay? This is on evaluate from action targets base. You first need to evaluate that, and then we operate only on scores that are usable. That's right. Oh yeah, PHP had the same HTTPs on strictly equal comparisons. I'm actually happy for every day that where I don't have to touch JavaScript and PHP. But maybe that's just me. Okay. So this should be fine. I have no idea if I have any module or action to actually test this. Ignore on 0. I'll just leave this up to our game designer to test it tomorrow. God, like 50. Do you know if C has any IDE for Windows? You mean like we could just use Visual Studio for writing C code, basically? Dietmar Sapphire Soul is already gone, I think. Yeah, you can use Visual Studio. It has support for that. It also compiles and runs it. I actually started like, I mean, this is a long time since I wrote C code, but I think I started with, like, in the Visual Studio world, it was Visual Studio 6, I guess, or 5, and it was C code back then. Okay. You're losing, yeah, Linux terminal to compile C files. What compiler are you using? I guess it's GCC then, right? You could also probably use CMake for Windows, I think. Like setting up make files. Well, Microsoft on Visual Studio has its own compiler. So what do we have here? Implement target score option. Some scores should only be used to select a target, but not to increase, decrease the final action score when comparing it to other actions. Should be a flag on a score component. Okay, it's just one single C file. If you already got Visual Studio installed, I'll probably use that, but as you have set up everything in a Linux terminal anyways, so you don't even need a proper make file. So it's already getting a bit late here. How long should we keep going? What do you think? I think I'm gonna take a quick look at this bug here. Okay, this is the one we just fixed before. This was this thing here. what could happen, the best action is null when the thing starts up. Okay, should we go for one more thing today, or should we call it a day? What do you think? I'm already getting a bit tired. Just a little bit. Has been a long day so far. Well, that sounds like a typical Monday, right? What is this thing that you do on a typical Monday? Well, mundane things. Feifei, you should play something. Like play the game today. Or play the lab scene, or what do you mean? Yeah, Silent. I'm a slave to the pun. No kudos to Kuda. Alright, I think I'm gonna take a quick look at this one. Make fire while moving optional. Okay, make fire while moving optional for ranged attack action. Ranged attack action, where is it? Range attack. Let's see. A lot of things going on there. Software engineering. Godlike 50 software engineering. Okay. I gotta clean up this. Where is the... okay, here is the firing. Okay. Here is... where is this? Here's the seeking. Okay. And the ticket says that we changed it so the AI can fire while seeking, but this leads to problems as the AI is firing while looking away. This happens frequently when a slow beam with slow beam, as this is a weapon that has a sustained fire. Additionally, it looks like the minimum fire angle is only checked when starting to fire, but not when fire is sustained. Maybe checking the angle every frame and correctly cancelling fire will do the trick as well. Okay. Let's see. Fire weapon. But do you lag while streaming at 1080p? Not sure about that. We're streaming in 720 because a lot of our viewers had problems with 1080. Yeah, well, but I lag regardless of the streaming quality, because my mind is just laggy today. Now, you know, I mean, we're streaming on Twitch, and today is an experiment as we're streaming on YouTube and Mixer as well, so I can't say anything about that because this is the first time. But on Twitch, when we started, we were, of course, we were not in the affiliate level, so there was a problem that you wouldn't get the transcoding options, and so we said we're gonna just stream at 720p. Okay, there are some things you can barely read. Yeah, just tell me. I've actually already like put this to 150% the view here. I could make it even bigger. I have a very big screen though, just so the screen is more than full HD. And so if I go to 100%, by the way, it looks like this. I think you can't read that. I'm going to 100, and so this is 180 now. Does this work for you? The main part is okay. The thing is the right panel where the classes are. But this here, okay. I will just keep scrolling this up and down as fast as I can and just say, oh, I'm sorry, this is gonna result in motion blur. I don't think that I can easily like scale this up a little bit. It's also interesting that I would just I don't really use this for navigation here. I'll just use the go to command and just say, okay, I'm gonna go to, I don't know, AI abstract scorer, and bam, there I am. The only thing when I use the right panel, I would just, I'm in this file, and where is that file? There's a shortcut to just jump there on the right side. And then I would just check, oh, is there anything else there that I would probably need? So that's the only case. I usually don't use this for like navigating through the project. So 180% here is actually a bit... it's very big for me here. But could we go down to, I don't know, 160? I think that's... I was at 150 before. But you just said it's okay. The main part is okay. So I'm gonna leave it at 150. That's just convenient for me here. All right. Let's go check range attack again. Fire weapon. This should be fine. If we should be able to just do this here with the firing only if it has reached the target destination. I think it should be possible. So reposition, it will only reposition itself if it's outside optimal range. So yeah, we could just do it like that. Can fire while moving. If can fire while moving. And is seeking. There you have it. It's actually not even true. Either it's can fire while moving and is seeking is true, or is seeking is false. yeah, gotta be consistent now, right? Everyone's gonna make fun of me if I'm not consistent right now. Anyways. So if it can fire while moving, and if it's seeking, or if it's not seeking, then this should be evaluated. Should be fine. Okay, for now we gonna switch back to, where is it? AI companion. Remove, yeah, let it compile first, which takes ages. Okay, it's finished now, and we're gonna add the slow beam, and the slow beam AI module range attack. We're gonna remove can fire while moving. And now let's just see what happens, right? Okay. Take a look at companion. So no potential targets. I'll just give you a target. Okay, let's move on and find another target here. Yes. Kind of works. Don't you hurt my AI companion. Okay. That's actually kind of interesting. Okay, now the beam starts again. It's still moving a little bit. If it has already started firing, it works. Does not seem to be very wrong here. Well, Dietmar, it's coffees if you want to check the counter. Not going to survive this. Nope. Since when, Silent? Well, there is this old coffee machine we have in our office, and it has enabled us to do all of our projects since, yeah, even before we founded the company actually. So it has been a while. I think it has been more than 12 years. But there were like 5 years where we did not have the machine in our main office. But I think it's about 12 years in total. It's not only a coffee machine, it's kind of the middle of, but yeah, it's like in our current office. I mean, in the Graz office, it's where it's like a meeting point, right? So it's just trying to find things. Well, because Dietmar actually helped to repair the coffee machine because it broke down a couple of weeks ago, but we made it work again. But the only thing I could just find was this image out of coffee. But but hang on, there is something there. Oh yeah. That was me decaffeinated, you know, and that is actually something from this very coffee machine. So you see, I got something on my Twitter like we have, yeah, some. This is the real display of the machine. This is actually how it looks like when you take it apart. Yeah, something like that. You could, if you're interested, you know, just check out my Twitter. This account is full of like coffee references and pictures. I don't know. Ooh, it's an emergency shutdown. Let's see if emergency shutdown of the AI still works, by the way. I actually was testing something completely different, but... oh, damn it. Let's get rid of those enemies first. Just gonna cheat myself through there. Come on. Whoa, what the hell happened now? No! Damn it! That wasn't the plan. I just clicked somewhere. Now everything is gone. What? Okay. Oh, come on. I need to rearrange some windows here. Okay. Let's try one more time to bring it back up. Okay. Here we have our AI, and I'm rebooting it as it's working again. That's just fine. Favor, you still have to get some content for your coffee war with Chuck the Man. Well, because coffee should be black, right? I think I've seen this discussion, or maybe this picture from from before was from the very thread on Twitter. Maybe. Dietmar is getting coffee. I am wrong, but yes, I'm not wrong. It should be black. Now let's bring it, everyone in the chat. Black coffee versus not black coffee. Who wins? I'm gonna reward everyone who says black coffee with 10 bytes. No, no, I'm not gonna do this. I'm just kidding. It's just, you know, it is just a matter of taste. Black coffee tastes good, and everything else does not. No, just, you know, just drink your coffee as you like. The blacker, the better. I'd agree with that. All right. So range attack. Add can fire while moving flag to AI range attack. What is the ticket number for that? They have redesigned hack and plan, and oh, 1141. Okay, 1141. All right. Okay. I think I'm gonna push this now to the repository. No, I don't want the updates now. It's already getting a bit late here. Well, I think, so this is pushed now, so I can just move those things to testing. And there's one more thing. I'll probably leave this for tomorrow. I think I'm gonna stream for 1 or 2 hours tomorrow night. Is there something in our schedule? I think so. Let's see if I got that right. And yes, tomorrow 9:30 p.m. sounds about right. So for now, so there is the, yeah, the countdown is here on our Twitch page. Oh, the coffee war is going on. The best coffee is the one that you can feel tastes in every sip. What? Y'all just say that, but you're hypocrite. You simply say I drink beer because it tastes good. Nobody ever thinks that. You've never tasted good beer, have you? All right. All right. So I think beer tastes awesome. I think I'm gonna end the stream for today. Of course, you could continue this beer and coffee discussion. Maybe on our Discord. there is a random place for that there. And I will maybe join in with some coffee stories. But as far as the stream is concerned for today, I think that's it. Well, I think we should probably raid someone, right? Although, I mean, there's the raid will only work on Twitch, of course. So, let me just quickly stop the music here. Well, Silent, thanks for for joining in today. It was was a lot of fun. Thanks everyone who joined in today. It was great, like a late night stream. A lot of fun. Nice hanging out with you. I think we're gonna probably raid New Noiseworks again. Let's see. Well, let's watch some ads. No, let's not do that. Well, okay, I'm gonna end the stream. We're gonna rate New Noiseworks today. Thank you all for joining in today. It would be awesome if you could leave a follow if you haven't. And check out our Twitter profiles as well. Everything is down below in the links. And I'll be back tomorrow. And of course, Thursday will be a longer stream. It's also in the schedule. Yeah, so I think that's it for now. We're gonna raid New Noiseworks now. Thank you very much for joining in, and good night. Oh, hang on, I can't do this because the channel is intended for mature audiences. What? Okay, we can't do this within that chat, so let's try this from... Oh, okay, it should work. Okay, well, then that's it. Thank you very much.
From like the late 1800s. Anyway, he did it though. He's got the hands. What was that? Cuba Gooding Jr. played him in the movie, folks.